In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful. I continue to bear witness that Allah is one. No matter how we may convince ourselves that we are accepted in white America, in corporate America. No matter how much we think that they look at us or look at me different, you different. No matter how much we think that we have built a relationship where it's friendship, it's a sense of appreciation and love. Their actions will confront your delusion and expose the myth that you believe. Judge Judy is an example of what I'm about to speak about. And this is a judge. Bailiff Byrd, who was her bailiff, gave her loyal service for 25 years. And she's starting a new show. And within them 25 years, she has never invited him to her home. They have never went out for lunch to eat. He have never experienced being on her yacht. Now this is a bailiff. That's her bailiff. She's the judge. For 25 years. And within 25 years, when he said, hold on, wait a minute. I never got a call to be on the new show. What's going on? This is what he said.
I wasn't told anything. It was just like, hey, good luck, goodbye.
And this was her excuse for not calling her bailiff, Byrd, who served her for a loyal 25 years.
And I said, well, to get to the point of this, I was wondering, like on your new show, were your people going to call me and ask me whether or not, I was invited to participate? And I was informed at that point, no. We're going with another bailiff, and pretty much this was her quote. You priced yourself out of.
Wow.
I was like, price myself out of it. Well, how can I price myself out of it if it's a new show and you didn't ask me about it? What happened to like good faith negotiation? How about that?
They use the enemy. They use our talent and our gifts to their advantage, and we are only as useful as they want to use us. They love our service, but really hate us. This is an interesting story because you would think that a bailiff He's a bailiff. You're a judge. I done seen this man correct people on television. He protected her with his life. He protected her. Was loyal to her. The harsh reality is, no matter how loyal we are to our enemy, no matter how good service that we render, no matter how straight up we are as men, the harsh reality is this: they still look at you and me as a nigga. Facts. We are going to be forced and beat into depending on us. Now, if you reverse that, and that was a black judge who had a black bailiff or a white bailiff that did time, that served 25 years of security for that episode, I'm willing to bet that it's no way in the world a black judge, whether it was a man or a woman, if they had a yacht, they would have been on his yacht. They would have invited you on that yacht. They would have took you out for lunch or dinner, or your whole family, you and your wife. They would have met your children. Because this is a 25-year relationship where you have become not only my bailiff, but my friend. You would have definitely been invited to that black judge, man or woman, home. Because they considered you, again, as a friend. How can you have a 25-year relationship and not have feelings for that person? How? See, that black judge, man or woman, has a human heart that beats blood. You know, I've been knowing a Chinese since 2004. I bought a Forerunner from him, and we paid it off. It was $12,000. We paid it off when it was supposed to be paid off. We made balloon payments on it. Because I don't like notes. It's some notes you can resolve. There's certain notes that don't even need to be, you shouldn't even be thinking about, because those can be eliminated. Car notes can be eliminated. We bought that Forerunner from him. And me and him established a friendship from that business transaction. And that led into more detailed business transactions. They would help me fix my cars, I would sell them. I would help sell their cars, and I would refer people that would buy cars from them. We exchange money with each other. I buy a car, he put it together, we flip it and split the profit. We did business like this for 21 years. And you can never go to that auto body shop and mention my name, and it would be that I crossed anybody there. I never crossed anyone there. Over these 21 years, it's one thing about a black man or a black woman. If they dealing with you for some years, we automatically develop a like for you that can grow into love. We not by nature hateful people. We did business for 21 years. I bought a Challenger. It was wrecked on the side door and the front panel. The guy gave me a good deal, and I bought it. And I'm a loyal person. I keep business where I'm at. He fixed my Challenger. Charged me a little penny to fix it. I paid it off. So I decided, talking with my cousin, 'cause I buy stuff to sell it, I don't buy stuff to ride around in. I don't care about riding around looking good. What's in your bank account? But my cousin convinced me to keep the Challenger. And when I drove it, I started to like the car. So I wind up keeping the car. So eventually, I sold it. And me and the Chinese brother continued to do business. He told me, Kabir, you are different. You not like the rest of them. I said, what you mean? He said, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you got a good word. Whatever you say you're gonna do, you do. I said, well, people make mistakes. So they make mistakes. He said, no, but your word is good. I said, I appreciate that. We continue to do business. When I bought my Challenger, because I bought it to fix it and flip it. When I bought it, I put my Challenger in the business name. Now, in reality, if he was a shady person, that car is completely in that business name. And no matter how much I fight, no matter how whatever go down, the title is transferred into that business name, his business. Legally. So for me to put my $35,000 Challenger in his name, in his business name, showed a deep degree of trust. His wife is a doctor. He told me, Kabir, for you to put that car in my name like that, that shows a degree of trust that you have for me. I said, yeah, we friends. Absolutely. Yes, sir. Well, when I decided to keep the car, I paid it off, his part that he put in, and then, like, again, I kept the car. So the car got put back into my name. I drove the car for a year or two, and I eventually sold it. Now, we still continue to do business. And I noticed that when I do business with him, he wants his dollar amount, which is business. But when I detail one of your cars, you want to skim and give me less and want the best job for less pay. It's the first sign. No, sir. Because just as I will pay for your services, as a friend, you should pay for my services. These are years that we have engaged in business with no disloyalty. Business. Good business secures good friendship. And some business is just business without friendship. I ran into a situation about a month ago where I bought something and didn't have the extra money at that moment to put into what I bought. So I called my friend that I've been knowing for 21 years. And I say, hey, I need $250. I'll give it right back to you. Literally. $250? What you need that for? I said, I bought some parts. I said, I shouldn't be explaining to you why I need $250, but I bought some parts and I went over and I just needed $250 and I'll give it back to you. Once I go home, I'll bring it to the shop. To you. He said, well, this is $250. He said, well, can you bring me your title? I said, I'm not giving you my damn title for $250. As much money as I done spent with you. When have I defaulted in my word with you? No, I'm saying, no, you shouldn't be saying that. You dealing with me. This is 21 years, man. I gave him back that $250 so quick. But I tell you this, I will never look at him the same. And your actions confronted my delusion by thinking you was my friend. Because at the end of the day, you still look at me how America look at us. You look at me as a nigga. Now reverse. It's no way on this planet Earth that man could have came to me and asked me for $1,000 and I had it. He would get it without no questions asked. When you gonna give it back? Wednesday? Okay, here. When you gonna give it back next month? Okay, here. Because I know his word is gold with me. And my word is gold, platinum with him. Facts. So my point is, if we don't learn to establish business with us, we will suffer severe consequences and severe disappointment. Because they don't look at us as friends. They look at us as service. What can you do for me? And as I think about this, every Chinese that I have dealt with, whether it's from New York to Cleveland, they has never spent a dime with me. And if you spend money with them, they smile and they like it. But when you don't spend money with them, they don't care nothing about you. You don't even have to come around them. Do we act like that amongst our people? Absolutely not. Over the years, they have never spent not one penny with me. And if I gave them a service, they try to give me less money for the most. If you detailing a car, they want the most professional job that you can give them for the less money that they give you. Even when I went to New York, I bought a sister's whole litter of Yorkies because I knew I can go down there and sell them. When I went to New York, it was a Chinese lady that I knew. She loved the dog. She wanted the dog. She asked her husband, I want this dog right here. Now, we know how much Yorkies cost. We know. We know how much Pomeranians cost. We know how much the Frenchies cost. They cost. And they love them dogs in New York. Them Pomeranians, them Frenchies, and them Yorkies, they love them down there. So I used to go to the dog park up there. I used to go to the dog park. I went to New Jersey. It's a street called Clinton Central Ave. And it's nothing but just business down this whole strip. And I knew that I can go to New York and sell them. I didn't stop to get, because I got ability in my hustle. I got ability in my sales. I know I'm a good salesman and I'm gonna sell a good product. I didn't go to the bank to get no money out the bank. The only money that we took at that time, gas money and food money. She said, you ain't taking no. I said, I'm gonna sell every last one of these dogs. And this is having faith in God and your ability. And it's going to the right places. I took them dogs down there and sold every last one of them. And the Chinese lady that wanted the dog, she never got it, somebody else bought the dog. But the Chinese lady that wanted the dog tried to give me $150 for my dog. I believe she upped it to $200. I said, now, ma'am, me and my brothers come down here and buy boots, shoes, coats, handbags. We do this. We deal with the same people for years. We don't change that. And the prices that you put on your product, you don't budge. And we have always gave you what you have asked for your product. Even when you, Miss Lady, even when you forgot to pay me, even when you bought, I bought some shoes, two cases of boots from you. You accidentally put the money in the box. When I go home, I open my boxes up. They was talking and she put the money down, forgot when they close it up, they do it. It be so busy in there. But you're dealing with a loyal man. You're dealing with a brother. You're dealing with a nation right here. When I go home to sort out my inventory, I open the box up and realize, where does money come from? And we realize, you know what they did? They put the money in the box on the flat by accident, and when they closed it, they closed the money up in there. They didn't even realize the money was gone. When we opened the box up and I counted the money, it was for them 2 cases. And each case was $350. I called her and said, ma'am. She said, yes, Kabir. I said, yes, ma'am. I say, you know the 2 cases I bought? She said, yes. I said, you accidentally put the money in the box. And I counted your $700. I have your money. She counted her money. And you can hear her arguing back with her husband. She said, brother, thank you. When are you all coming back to New York? I said, we come every week. And the next following week, when I went down there, I gave her money. Facts. Facts. When I handed that lady her money, she looked at me and smiled and said, "You're a good man." In spite all of that, they still never spent a dime with none of us. So my point of saying that is this: if we don't learn at this point to depend on each other, then again, we are going to be severely chastised by God. Because people will show you their hand by their actions. And like I say, they will confront your delusion by showing you you're not my friend. The only thing I want from you is money or your service. Which of the bounties of your Lord will you deny? Allah is blessing me to be able to articulate our situation. And it's one thing about what I speak about. It's not my truth. It's the truth. I don't speak unless it's true. That's associated with what I believe. Because when that corresponds together, you get what they call power, light, and life. Allahu Akbar. Allah is indeed the greatest. We have to come together as a people and depend on each other. But if not, we will suffer a severe consequence from our Lord. And that's all I have to say today. Something short and to the point. People, the enemy, love our service, love our loyalty, but deep inside, hate us. But Allah loves us. Allahu Akbar. Your brother, Kabir, legend, Muhammad. Peace.